Hello everybody, welcome to this grammar episode and thank you for checking this video. If you're new to this channel, just hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified with educational, motivational, and fun videos, just hit the ring button below. And for today's video, I'll be teaching you or talking about subject-verb agreement, because most of the people, just really fluent with speaking English language. However, sometimes they do not curious about how accurate we are when we speak English language. You know what? Speaking the language or English language is not just about fluency, but it's also about accuracy. And with the subject verb help our English speaking be more accurate. Being like a native speaker or English native speaker, and if you want to learn something or if you want to improve your English speaking not just fluently but accurately, I think this video would help you to improve that one. So if you want to have or to be more accurate with it, just keep on watching this video.
So let's start discussing the subject-verb agreement. But before we proceed, let's try to define first what is subject-verb agreement. The subject and verb are the most important elements of a sentence. The relations between the subject and verb vary in two issues, and these are person and number. The verb of the sentence must be in agreement with the subject in regard to person or number. The number of the subject can be singular and plural. The verb must be singular if the subject is singular, and the verb must be plural if the subject is plural, and that is the ultimate rule in subject-verb agreement. But before we proceed, in order for us to have a bigger picture or a blueprint or springboard on how the subject-verb agreement works, let's try to discuss first when it comes to numbers in nouns and numbers in verbs. Bakit po? Because most of the people nowadays, especially Filipinos, they think that if the words end with S, it's already plural. No, it's not that one, because not all words that end with S are plurals. Okay, so let's try to discuss that further, kung ano ba talaga yung words na nag-end ng S, words na hindi nag-end ng S. So, in this scenario, we have two things to remember. Numbers in nouns and numbers in verbs. Let's try to discuss first nouns and numbers. So, in nouns and numbers, dalawa lang ang titignan natin. We have singular noun and the plural noun. When we talk about singular noun, we are talking only one person or only one thing. Automatically, that has no S. Again, kapag singular noun ang pinag-usapan, isa lang ang pinag-usapan natin, or isang tao or isang bagay lang pinag-usapan natin. So, with that means, there is no S at the end of the word. Kapag plural noun naman, we are talking more than one person, more than one thing. So, in other words, the word at the end has S. Again, kapag plural noun, more than one, higit pa sa isang pinag-usapan, and at the end of that word, there is an S. Let's take this example. Dog versus dogs. Kapag dog, there is no S at the end of the word, that is singular. Kapag dogs naman, that there is S at the end of the word, we are talking about plural, and that is plural. Same thing with the pupil. Kapag pupil, there is no S, we are talking only one pupil, that is singular. But if we talk about pupils, there is S at the end of the word, so we are talking about more than one pupil, so that is plural. That is nouns when it comes to numbers. Now, let's proceed with verbs in numbers. Actually, ang verbs in numbers, kabaliktaran siya kay nouns. Bakit? Kung ang singular noun may S, walang S rather, ang singular verb naman may S. Okay, again, kung ang singular noun, no S, ang singular verb merong S. Kapag plural verb naman, no S. Unlike kay plural noun, meron siyang S. Kapag plural verb, wala siyang S. Let's take this example. Watches. The word watches ends with S. Tama? And that is singular. The word watch, and there is no S with that. So, that means that is plural. Yan yung kaibahan ni verbs in numbers and nouns in numbers. So, again, hindi lahat ng salita that ends with S ay plural na. Hindi po. Kasi there are words that have connotation as well. Talking about verbs in numbers, nouns and numbers. So, the reason why I am talking this or I'm discussing this before proceeding the rules of subject-verb agreement kasi ito yung magiging blueprint or springboard natin para malaman kung paano mag-agree si subject or si verb kay subject. Kumbaga, ito, through this kind of numbers, makakuha na tayo ng bigger picture kung how subject-verb agreement works. Okay, let's start discussing, no? In subject-verb agreement, we have this, what we call mother rules. And these mother rules would always say that the subject and verbs must agree in number. Again, the subject and verbs will always agree with number. Okay, they are talking about number. Yung tinutukoy natin kanina, yung discuss natin na kaninang verbs in numbers, subject in numbers. So see, magagamit talaga natin yung diniscuss natin a while ago. Next, this is the cornerstone rule that form the background of the concept. Through this mother rule, subject and verbs that would agree in number, ito yung magiging background sa lahat ng rules na, that we will be talking about. Next is the verb in the sentence must always agree with the subject in numbers. So, the verb in the sentence will be the one who would agree with the subject in numbers. So, if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular as well. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural as well. Okay, there should be a, what they call this one, agreement between the two. Singular subject agrees with a singular verb. So this is the mother rule here, no? The ultimate rule in subject-verb agreement that if the subject is singular, then it should agree that the verb must be singular as well. Let's take this example. The child loves cartoon movies. In this sentence or in this subject-verb agreement, always look first with the subject, the main subject. And in this sentence, where is our subject? Okay, very good. That is the child. The child is our subject. And after identifying where is the subject, let's try to ask ourselves, what is subject? Singular or plural? What is the subject or what is the child? Singular or plural? That is singular. So if the subject is singular, what must be our verb? Singular as well. Kapag singular nga po ang verb, anong ginagamit or anong nangyayari? So there is an S at the end of the word. So love, that's why it becomes loves. It has S at the end of the word. Okay, next. The teacher attends seminar. Of course, again, in this kind of scenario, always look first the subject. And our subject here in this sentence is teacher. Okay, teacher is our subject. And what is teacher? Singular or plural? Singular because it has no S at the end. So that is singular as well. So let's try to look for the verb. Since the teacher is singular, what must be our verb? Singular as well. So, ano nga po yung diniscuss natin kapag singular verb? There is S. So that's why it's a tense. Okay? Now, let's proceed with plural subject that agrees with a plural verb. Again, kapag plural daw ang subject, dapat ang verb ay plural din. Let's take the example. The children love cartoon movies. Same scenario with what we did a while ago. Let's look first our subject or the main subject. And the subject here is the word children. And children is what? Singular or plural? Correct, that is plural. Kasi ang singular ng children is child. Then children is the plural. Now, since the subject is plural, what must be our verb? Plural din. That's why love siya. Kasi nga, yung diniscuss natin kanina, kapag plural verb, there is no S. Next, the teachers attend seminar. Look first with the subject. And where is our subject? Very good. That is teachers. And teachers, may S, so that is plural. Okay, plural. So, plural, ang subject natin ay plural. So, the verb must be plural as well. So, that is why the verb here is attend. Walang S. Okay. So, in order for us to have a simpler explanation with this, singular subject agrees with a singular verb. In other words, if the subject is singular, no S. Again, if the subject is singular, no S. But if the verb is singular, there is S. So, kapag ang subject daw ay singular, ang verb ay may S. Okay? Again, kapag ang subject ay singular, walang S. So, ang verb natin is may S. Okay? Halimbawa, the girl sings well. So, look for our subject. Where is our subject? Correct. That is the girl. Now, sabi dito, ang subject, no S. Okay, walang S. Ang subject natin, girl. So, ano yung verb natin? May S. So, dapat sings. Singular siya. So, the girl and sings, or the subject and the verb, agrees with each other. Okay? That's it. So, unlike plural subject agrees with a plural verb, it only means that if the subject is plural, may S, then the verb has no S. Again, ang subject plural, may S siya, then ang verb, walang S. Let's take this example. The students goes to school early. Look for our subject. Where is our subject? Correct. That is students. So, plural ang students natin. That's why meron siyang S dito. So, the verb has no S. Walang S dapat sa verb. So, the correct answer is go. So, in other words, there is an agreement between the subject and the verb. Sir, bakit hindi goes? Eh, di ba pag may S sa verb that is singular, mali na siya. Kasi ang subject natin is plural. Di ba kapag ang subject ay plural, dapat ang verb din is plural. That's why it's go. Okay? So, in subject-verb agreement, meron tayong tinatawag na panggulo, or these phrases or words na nanggugulo sa sentence. And we will talk about intervening words, prepositional phrase, either or, neither nor, nor or nor, or rather, or to ha, this is or. Indefinite pronoun, each, every, no, proper nouns, arithmetical operation, quantifiers, and others. So, bakit ko siya in others? Kasi mas marami kasing there are a lot of rules in subject-verb agreement. That's why we need to scrutinize each rule. Now, let's start discussing with intervening words. Ang intervening words, ito yung mga, kumbaga, panggulo, or yung nanggugulo lang siya. Diba? Nanggugulo lang siya sa sentence. Phrases or clauses between the subject and the verb know no affect their agreement, or there's no effect with their agreement. Again, may mga phrases or clauses daw that is in between with the subject and the verb, hindi siya nakaka-apekto sa agreement ng ni subject and the verb. This can be removed without affecting the entire sentence. So, pwede natin siyang i-remove. Once na ma-remove natin siya, then the sentence is still complete. Then that is intervening words. Paano yan? For example, the trainer as well as the contestants deserves due recognition. So in this sentence, nakikita na natin yung intervening words o yung nanggugulo lang. Saan dyan? In between with the subject daw and the verb. Okay, very good. That is as well as the contestants. That is the intervening words or nanggugulo. Now, sir, in this sentence, di ba contestants is a subject as well? Or what you call is a noun rather. Then trainer is a noun as well. So saan kami mag-agree dyan, sir? So always look for the main subject. Okay? Sino ba ang tinutukoy sa sentence? Ang contestants ba? Or ang trainer? Diba? Who is the main sentence? Or who is the main subject? Diba ang trainer ang pinag-uusapan talaga dito? Diba? Kumbaga, ang contestants, nag-add lang siya, in-add lang siya sa sentence. Malalaman natin na intervening words siya, or panggulo siya, if there is comma. May comma siya at the end, okay? May comma siya. O, yan. Yung comma na yan, that would say that that word or that phrase is a panggulo or intervening words lang siya. So, let's try to diminish or remove that one. The trainer deserves due recognition. So, see, still a complete sentence. Okay, so that is intervening words as well as the contestants. So, in that case, ang main subject natin is trainer. So, trainer is what? Subject or singular or plural? No S. Trainer ha, wala siyang S. So, that is singular. Di ba? That is singular noun. Trainer kasi walang S. So, the verb must be singular as well. Ano nga ulit po yun kapag singular ang verb? Anong mangyayari? That is deserves. May S ang verb. Okay? Kasi trainer is singular. Again, kapag intervening words, panggulo lang siya sa sentence, pwede mo siyang i-remove. Kagaya niyan, as well as the contestants, pwede mo siyang i-remove. Na malalaman natin siyang intervening words kapag meron siyang comma. Okay? Now, huwag kayong malito sa contestants, ha? Kasi hindi naman yan yung pinag-usapan talaga. Ang pinag-usapan is the trainer. In sentence, with the agreement of subject and verb, always look for the main subject. Okay? Para makapag-agree tayo with the verb. Next, pupils who finish the test early is allowed to leave. So in this sentence, let's try to find the intervening words or yung nanggugulo lang. So that is, who finish the test early. Diba? Pwede na siyang wala. So in this case, who is or where is our main subject? Or saan dito ang pinag-uusapan? Sino ang pinag-uusapan sa sentence? Ang pinag-uusapan dyan ay ang pupils, di ba? Hindi yung test. Test, hindi yung ang pinag-uusapan natin. Ang pinag-uusapan natin is yung pupils. Okay? So, since pupils ang pinag-uusapan, what is that? Plural or singular? Okay, very good. That is plural. Bakit? Because it ends with S. Diba? Kapag plural, nag-end siya ng S, we're talking about nouns. So in that case, if the subject is plural, then the verb must be plural as well. Correct. So where is our verb here? Are or is? Plural eh. So that is are. Very good. So that is intervening words. Next is prepositional phrase. When we talk about prepositional phrase, it is a group of words that begins with a preposition and end with a noun or a pronoun. Again, kapag prepositional phrase, nag-start siya with a preposition at nagtatapos siya with a noun or a pronoun. The simple subject is never in a prepositional phrase. Again, yung simple subject daw hindi siya magiging or hindi siya kasama or hindi siya magiging prepositional phrase. Let's take this example. The foliage on the trees provides shade. So in this sentence, let's try to identify where is our prepositional phrase. That is start with preposition. So that is on. Okay? So on, the object of the preposition here is the tree. So this is our prepositional phrase. Now, pwede nga natin siyang i-remove eh. Panggulo lang din yan eh. Panggulo lang din yung phrase na yan. So, it could be, the foliage provides shade. Okay? So, if that would be the case na hindi natin malalaman kung saan yung prepositional phrase, the technique here is look for the main subject or the main point of the sentence. Saan ba ang pinag-uusapan? Sino ang pinag-uusapan? Ano ang pinag-uusapan sa sentence? That is the foliage. And the foliage is singular or plural? Singular. So, that is provides. Do not be affected with trees kasi hindi naman siya ang pinag-uusapan eh, di ba? Trees, hindi siya pinag-uusapan. Ang pinag-uusapan dito is yung foliage. Kaya provide siya singular and singular. Singular noun, singular verb. Another example, the spices in the food are tasty. Even without looking or finding the prepositional phrase or the panggulo na mga phrase, still malalaman natin kung ano ang verb na gagamitin. Why? Because we need to look first the main subject. Saan ba ang main subject dyan? Diba ang spices? Tama? Yan yung pinag-usapan natin eh. Yan yung pinag-usapan sa sentence. So, spices with S, that is plural. So, anong verb na gagamitin? Dapat plural din. So, that is are. Tama? Correct. So, if we are going to identify the prepositional phrase, saan dyan ang preposition sa sentence? Diba ang N? So, the object of the preposition here is the food. So, this is our prepositional phrase. Panggulo lang din siya. Tanggalin natin. The spices, so spices is a subject, plural, are tasty. That's it. Understand? Next. Either or, neither nor, or nor. Ano ibig sabihin nun? When subjects are joined by these, either, nor, neither, nor, or, the verb agrees with the closer or the nearest subject. Again, kapag daw ang subject ay joined by either, nor, neither, nor, or, nor, mag-agree ang verb sa pinakamalapit na subject. Anong ibig sabihin nun? For example, either the president or the cabinet member supports the project. Now, as you can see here, meron tayong dalawang subject, tama? Or dalawang nouns. We have the president and cabinet members. So in that case, malilito tayo kung saan tayo mag-agree. Why? Because the president is singular and the cabinet members plural siya, tama? So kanino kaya tayo mag-agree? Since the subject is being joined by either or, mag-agree tayo sa pinakamalapit na subject. Now, in this sentence, saan or sino ang pinakamalapit kay subject? Ang president ba or ang cabinet members? Correct, that is the cabinet members. So, cabinet members, what is that? Singular or plural? Plural kasi may S siya, di ba? Marami siya. So, in other words, the verb that we'll be using is plural as well. Ano nga yung rules? Kapag plural verb, walang S. That's why it's support. So, wag na nating i-accept or i-ignore na lang natin ang president kasi hindi naman yan yung mag-agree kay verb. si cabinet members. Okay? Ganun ang trabaho ni either or, neither nor, or nor. Another example. Neither the raincoat nor our umbrellas was wear enough to keep us dry. So, in the same scenario pa din, no? If there is neither nor, or nor, either or, the verb must agree with the closer or the nearest subject. So in this sentence, we have two subject or two nouns, the raincoat and umbrellas. And raincoat is the singular, umbrellas is plural. So in this case, kanino si verb mag-agree? Kay raincoat ba or umbrellas? So malilito tayo, tama? So look for the rule. Kapag ang subject daw joined by neither nor, dapat si verb mag-agree sa pinakamalapit na subject. With these two subject, saan ang pinakamalapit kay verb? Very good, kay umbrellas. So that is why ang gagamitin nating verb is plural because umbrellas is plural kasi nga may S siya. So saan ang verb na tamang sagot? Was or where? Very good, that is where. So the sentence would be, neither the raincoat nor our umbrellas were enough to keep us dry. That is the work of either or, neither nor, or nor. So let's take indefinite pronouns. Talking with indefinite pronouns, a verb must agree in number with an indefinite pronoun used as a subject. Okay? So there are connotations or differences between indefinite pronouns. Some indefinite pronouns are always singular, some are always plural, and other may be singular or plural. So I have here a table. The first column is singular, the second is plural, and the third one is singular and plural. So in singular, we have another, anybody, anywhere, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, and so on and so forth. So in this case, if the subject begins with another, anybody, the verb that we'll be using is singular. Okay? Because they are always singular in form. Halimbawa, everyone lives in different ways. So the subject here is everyone. So the verb that we will be using is what? Hindi ko po alam. So if hindi natin alam, look for the subject. Ano ba si subject? Singular or plural? Since everyone is our subject, according to the rule, that is singular. So the verb that we'll be using is singular as well. Tama? So ano nga po pag singular verb? Lives. May S siya. That is the work of singular indefinite pronouns. And another, anybody. So kapag makaka-encounter ka na ganitong sentence na merong another, anybody, automatically the verb is singular. Unlike if you have encountered both, few, many, several, the verb that you will be using is plural because these words are plural. Like for example, many attempts to calm the shrieking man. So our subject here is many. Diba? Many ang subject natin. Si many ang subject natin. So in other words, that is plural. So the verb that we'll be using is plural as well. That's why the correct answer is attempt. Okay? Again, these words are all plural. So the verb that we will be using is plural as well. So there are indefinite pronouns that it's either singular or plural depending on, the of preposition. So we have this all, any, most, none, some. So itong indefinite pronouns na to, pwede siyang maging singular or plural. Pwede siyang gamitin as singular or plural. And the verb will be depends with the of preposition. Let's try this one. If the words none, all, any, most are used as subjects, the verbs to be used depend on whether the object of the preposition of is singular or plural. So, object of the preposition daw with of, nakadepende doon. Kapag ang subject ay all, any, most, noun, some. How is it possible? Let's try this. None of the magazines sells well. Tama? So, where is our subject? So, ito yon. So, there is a word none. And none can be singular or plural. So, kanino ba mag-a-agree si verb? According to the rule, mag-a-agree si verb kapag may none sa of preposition. Ito yung of preposition natin eh. Tama? Kasi may of siya. Start with the word of. Now, where is the object of the preposition? The object of the preposition here is the word magazines. And the word magazines is singular or plural? Plural siya kasi it ends with S. So, the verb that we will be using is sell. Agreeing with the magazines. Okay? Another example. Most of the pie were eaten. So, in this case, we have encountered the word most. Tama? And it can be singular or plural. Malalaman natin kung ano yung verb na gagamitin if depends on the object of the preposition. Now, in this case, where is our of preposition? Ito yon, di ba? Yan yung of preposition natin or phrases. Now, where is our object of the preposition? That is pie. Diba? Yan yung pie natin. That is pie, the object of the preposition because of, start with the of preposition. Since the word pie is singular, so the verb that we'll be using is singular as well. Tama? So the verb here is was. So that's why it's most of the pie was eaten. That's the answer. Next, each, every, and no. If the words each, every, and no are placed before the subject, the verb is singular even if the subjects are joined by and. Again, kapag meron dang words na each, every, and no sa sentence na that are placed bago mag-subject, kahit may and pa yan, still, ang verb natin ay singular. Halimbawa, each man and woman deserves equal treatment. So, may nakikita kayong the word each. So, may nakikita kayong the word each. Okay, so, in this case, we have the word each and it is placed before the subject man and woman and it is being joined by and. Still, the verb that we will be using is singular. Okay, so each man and woman, the correct answer is deserve or deserves? Deserves, because deserves is singular verb. Okay, another example. Every boy and girl likes to eat candies. Same scenario, we have every and placed before the subject, and even it's joined by and, still the verb that we'll be using is singular. Tama? So, the verb is likes. Okay? That's it. Again, kapag may words na each, every, and no, tapos nilagay siya before mag-subject, kahit pa ang nouns or ang subjects may and or joined by and, still the verb that we'll be using is singular. Next is proper nouns. Specific names of persons, places, and things agree with singular verbs. Again, lahat ng mga specific names ng tao, bagay, hayop, ang verb na gagamitin natin ay singular. Halimbawa, Skechers proves to be high-quality brand shoes. The word Skechers is specific names, tama? Is a proper noun. So since it's a proper noun, that our verb, the verb that we will be using is proves, singular. Okay? That would agree with the subject, which is singular. Another example. Ilocos boasts of its tobacco products. So in this case, our subject is Ilocos, tama? Now, singular siya or plural? Again, ano ang Ilocos? Singular siya. That is a proper noun, specific name of a province. Province ba ang Ilocos? Perhaps, di ba? So, since Ilocos is proper nouns, the verb that we'll be using is singular verb. At kapag singular verb, meron siyang S. Boasts. So, Ilocos boasts of its tobacco products. That's a proper noun. Next. Proper nouns when it comes to title of the books, movies, songs, poems, and other literary works agree with singular verbs. Again, if you encounter sentences that, if the sentence has the subject of book, titles of the books, movies, songs, and poems, the verbs that we'll be using is singular verbs. Halimbawa, Star Wars merges a colorful story about science and fiction. So in this case, our subject is Star Wars. So that is a proper noun, title of movies, tama? Title of a movie. So the verb that we'll be using is singular. Ano nga po ang singular verb? Meron siyang S, that's why it's merges. Another example. Great Expectations narrates the life of a poor country boy. So, Great expectation is our verb, subject rather. Even it ends with letter S, hindi siya plural. That is a proper noun, title of a books, singular pa rin siya. That's why the verb that we'll be using is singular, which is narrate. So, the correct answer is Great Expectations narrates the life of a poor country boy. That is a proper noun. Again, lahat ng title ng libro, movies, songs, or poems, or other literary works, ang verb na gagamitin natin ay singular. Okay? Next. But, take note, if the proper nouns are joined by and, they require plural verbs. For example, Star Wars and Avengers. So, ang gagamitin nating verb is plural kasi dalawang proper nouns ang pinag-uusapan natin. Okay? More than one proper noun. So, ang gagamit nating verb is plural. Okay? Next is arithmetical operations. Arithmetical operations always takes singular verbs. Kapag arithmetical ang pinag-usapan, in terms of operations, ang verb na gagamitin natin is singular. Like this example, 1 plus 1 equals equal to. So the subject, which are arithmetical operations, 1 plus 1. So the verb that we'll be using is singular. Okay, that's why it's equals. Okay? Next, 2 multiplied by 4 give 8. In this case, we have so in this case, we have arithmetical operations 2 multiplied by 4. So in this case, the verb that we'll be using will always be singular. So ano nga po? Pag singular verb, meron siyang S, that's why it gives. So 2 multiplied by 4 gives 8. So that is a correct answer. So that is arithmetical operations. Next is quantifiers. Kapag quantifiers naman ang pinag-usapan, when quantifiers such as a lot of, all of, a plenty of are used to introduce nouns, the verbs to be used depend on whether the object of the preposition of is singular or plural. Again, kapag merong ganong quantifiers, ang palagi nating titignan is yung object of the preposition of. Ano halimbawa niyan? All of moviegoers wants to see the new blockbuster movie. In this case, meron tayong all, tama? All of. So in this case, let's try to identify where is our of preposition. And the object of the of preposition here is this one. So the object of the preposition is movie-goers. So in this case, this is the thing that we will be agree with the verb. So since it is plural, because there is s, ang gagamitin natin verb is plural as well, which is want. Okay? Again, all, di natin alam kung plural o singular ang gagamitin sa verb. So, pupunta tayo kay of preposition. May nakikitang of preposition? Meron, ito. So, hanapin natin yung object of the preposition of moviegoers. So, that is the object of preposition. So, singular or plural, that is plural because it ends with s. So, the verb that we'll be using is plural as well. So, want, walang s. Okay? Next, personal pronouns. Personal pronouns like he, she, it, they, we, I, you. If the subject is he, she, and it, the verb that we'll be using is singular verb. Again, if we encounter this subject, ang verb na gagamitin is singular. Unlike if the subject is they and we, the verb that we'll be using is plural. Okay? Next, kapag the I and you, kapag I and you daw, ang subject always take plural verbs kahit na they are referring to only one person. Again, kapag you and I, ang subject, ang verb na gagamitin is plural. Let's take that example. She goes to the park. The subject here is she. And what is she? Singular or plural? Singular, isa lang. So, ano yung rule kapag she, singular verb? So, that is goes. Kasi ang goes, singular verb siya kasi s. Another example. He loves to sing. Same scenario. Kapag he, ano gagamitin verb? Singular, so it should be loves. Very good. He loves to sing. How about this one? We recite a poem. So in this scenario, the subject here is we. Ano nga po yung sinabi sa rule? Kapag they and we, ang verb na gagamitin is plural. So ano ang verb natin? Recite. So it should be, we recite a poem. That's the correct sentence. In this, another example, I studies my lesson every night. So in this scenario, the I and you always take plural verbs kahit they are referring to only one person. So in this case, our subject is I. The rule is if I and you ang subject, ang verb I, plural, so it should be study. Okay? So, I study my lesson every night. So, those are the 9 things na panggulo or phrases or words at ng mga panggulo sa sentences in subject-verb agreement. So, these are just some of the rules in subject-verb agreement. Actually, napakaraming rules ang subject-verb agreement. So, ito muna ang i-discuss na that I have discussed with, that I will be discussed with you or I'll discussing with you. Ito muna. So, for the another rules for the remaining or for the further videos na gagawin natin. So, I hope that these rules might help you to be more accurate when you speak English language. You know what? Filipinos are known as the best user of the English language. So I think we do not just be fluent when it comes to speaking language, as well as we need to be accurate as well. Hindi naman siya instant talaga na magiging accurate ka talaga, but if you keep on practicing, knowing how to agree with the verb to the subjects, I think magagawa nating maging accurate when to speak English language. I hope you learned something to this video, and if you want to be notified with another grammar lesson, just click the ring button on this on below. So if you have questions, clarification, suggestion to this video to make it more clear, meaningful, and relevant, just comment down below. And I hope you learned something. So if you love this video, just share this video for other people's reference. So thank you so much for listening and watching. I am Teacher Ven, and I appreciate that you watched this video and listening this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you for my next video. Thank you.